with the weight of the world on my soul. Every road seemed dark before me, and I felt so far from home. Then I heard a gentle whisper, like a melody in the night. It called my weary heart to follow, and led me to the light. When my strength was fading away, your mercy carried me through the rain. There were rivers I couldn't cross, but your hand was always with me. Even when I felt lost, you turned my fear into courage, you turned my tears into praise. Now my heart is filled with freedom, and I worship all my days. When the storm was raging around, your voice was the only sound. The wind of the Spirit blowing through my life, lifting every burden, guiding me tonight. When I cannot see the future, I still know you're near. I'm standing on your promise, riding on the wind of the Spirit. Like an eagle soaring higher above the clouds and pain, your Spirit keeps on moving through the sunshine and the rain. You breathe hope into the broken, you bring life to dry bones again. Lord, wherever you may lead me, I'll follow to the end. The wind of the Spirit blowing through my life, lifting every burden, guiding me tonight. When I cannot see the future, I still know you're near. I'm standing on your promise, riding on the wind of the Spirit. Through every road and season, through every doubt and fear, I'll keep my desert's dry and empty, with dust upon these worn-out boots. There were nights I prayed for answers, when all I had was faith in you. The road was long, the sky was heavy, the storm clouds gathered overhead. But every step you walked beside me, just like your holy word has said. When my strength was gone and my hope grew pale, I looked back and saw the truth. God never failed, God never failed, not once in my darkest days. Through every valley, every trial, He always made a way. The mountains fell, the chains broke loose, His love has always prevailed. I stand here singing loud and strong, God never failed. I remember standing broken, with tears falling like the rain. But the Father wrapped His mercy around my heart and healed my pain. The enemy said I was finished, that I would never rise again. But Jesus spoke life into my spirit and turned my loss into a win. When the world said no, my Savior said wait, and His timing proved me right. God never failed, God never failed, not once in my darkest days. Through every valley, every trial, He always made a way. The mountains fell, the chains broke loose, His love has always prevailed. I stand here singing loud and strong, God never failed. Through the fire, through the flood, through the battles and the blood, He was faithful, He was true, every promise carried through. From the sunrise to the night, He's my shelter and my light. Every breath and every tale will declare God never failed. God never failed, God never failed, not once in my darkest days. Through every valley, every trial, He always made a way. The mountains fell, the chains broke loose, His love has always prevailed. I stand here singing loud and strong, God never failed. So I'll keep riding down this highway, with heaven's hope inside my soul. No matter what tomorrow brings me, I know who's always in control. And when my journey here is over, one truth my heart will always tell: my God was faithful yesterday, my God is faithful now. My God never fails. lost on a broken highway, chasing shadows in the night. Every mile took me farther from the truth, from the light. My heart carried chains of sorrow, my soul wore the weight of shame. Then I heard a voice from heaven calling softly my name. Through the silence of my failures, through the echoes of my past, a love I didn't deserve reached out and held me fast. The voice of redemption calling through the rain, breaking every stronghold, healing every pain. When the world says I'm unworthy, His mercy says I'm free. I hear the voice of redemption speaking life to me. I remember nights of struggle when I thought I'd gone too far, but His grace kept shining brightly like a distant guiding star. He took the pieces of my story and turned them into praise. Now I'm walking in His promise and His everlasting ways. Every scar became a testimony, every tear became a song. The voice of redemption calling through the rain, breaking every stronghold, healing every pain. When the world says I'm unworthy, His mercy says I'm free. I hear the voice of redemption speaking life to me. Like thunder rolling through the mountains, like a river wild and strong, His Spirit keeps on leading me when the road feels long. No power of darkness can silence the truth His love revealed. The voice of redemption forever will be heard. The voice of redemption calling through the rain, breaking every stronghold, healing every pain. When the world says I'm unworthy, His mercy says I'm free. I hear the voice of redemption speaking life to me. Now every sunrise finds me grateful, every sunset finds me saved. I'll keep singing of His goodness for the one who made a way. And when I reach that heavenly shoreline where faith becomes what I can see, I'll still hear the voice of redemption forever calling me. Sinking past the mountains, painting gold across the sky. I stood alone beside the old road, with a prayer upon my mind. The wind was moving through the pine trees like a hymn from days gone by, and I could feel the Father's presence as the daylight said goodbye. In the quiet of the evening, when the world begins to rest, I lift my eyes toward heaven and place my fears in your hands. Prayer at sunset, under fading light, talking with my Savior as the stars ignite. Every burden, every worry, I surrender all of it in a simple prayer at sunset. My faith grows stronger still. The years have brought their share of struggles, roads I never thought I'd walk, but your mercy never left me through every valley, every loss. You were there in every heartbeat, and every tear that touched the ground. And when I couldn't find the answers, your love was all around. Fade to twilight, and the shadows gently fall, I remember every blessing and your faithfulness through all. Prayer at sunset, under fading light, talking with my Savior as the stars ignite. Every burden, every worry, I surrender all of it in a simple prayer at sunset. My faith grows stronger still. The night may come with questions, tomorrow may be unknown, but the God who holds the heavens is the God who leads me home. His promises are steady, His grace will never end, and every sunset reminds me I can trust in Him again. Prayer at sunset, under fading light, talking with my Savior as the stars ignite. Every burden, every worry, I surrender all of it in a simple prayer at sunset. My faith grows stronger still. Now the moon shines on the horizon, and peace settles in my soul. I know the Lord is watching over me wherever I may go. So when another day is ending and the evening shadows fall, you'll find me in a prayer at sunset, giving God my all.